everybody. Good evening, aliens.
Dear brother, if you don't listen to our show, you might have a bonus hole.
And I was going to say, I didn't really give a shit about politics too much until I had Aurora, my oldest. Because she was born in 2019. And then, of course, COVID happened. Everything happened. So I just became like really hyper aware of politics and policies during that time period. And also got a couple T-bows during that time period. Hashtag flex.
Countless,
that was a great summer.
Countless courtrooms.
It was a great summer. I mean, I still haven't caught up to you on those KCs.
You got plenty of time to catch up.
Life happens.
That's right, man.
But yeah, that was like one of the big things. Like when my daughter was born, like COVID happened. I became really, really aware of like, okay, so what aren't they telling me? I've always been the kind of person to be like, oh, hey, this is on the mainstream, yada, yada, yada. And I've always been the person that's been like, okay, so what are they distracting us from? Because there's always an agenda. There's always something happening in the background. What is it? For the longest time, it's like, I'm tinfoil Hattie. Okay, yeah, I may be a conspiracy theorist, but the weird part is most of the things I talk about that are theory came out to be true.
Yeah.
So I'm running out of theories. And I need to be a part of those types of politics, especially here locally in our local politics for like, mayors and state governors and things like that, just because I need to be aware of what education system my children are going to be a part of. And that's the big thing why I wanted to get into it in the first place and why I started paying attention to it. And then, of course, I got to pay attention to the full spectrum of it because it's just so ridiculous that it's like, well, I cannot help but look at these things. But yeah, for me, it was definitely having a kid. And then now I have two of them and looking at policies and being like, okay, so I don't agree with this. How do I change it?
Yeah.
It's, going to those local town meetings, going to those local school board meetings and talking to the teachers, talking to the parents, talking to the governors, talking to the mayors and representatives in the area. So that's something that I'm going to be actively doing myself just because, I have a certain level of care for it now. Because now I'm trying to, raise children.
Build a future.
Yeah. In a world that I want to make sure that they're okay with being in. Not one that's being controlled by like a stupid agenda that, somebody's going to get paid for and then leave office. All right, that's my rant about politics. Anyway.
No, you're good, man.
Hey, so what do you know about chemtrails?
Nothing.
I understand nothing.
No! I honestly did not know that!
I'm trying
Sort of, but yeah, I've never really taken much notice. And that sort of thing.
I'm just trying to poke into the...
I sort of just,
Just poking into the...
I've got to work on my aim. Yeah, I just got to work on my aim. I'm pretty straightforward. I don't really look into too much that sort of stuff.
You sure about that?
But what were you going to say about chemtrails?
Well, chemtrails is like the conspiracy theory term of it, but a lot of times it's referred to as like comtrails and Not that I have paperwork on this. Chemtrails or vapor trails. So the conspiracy theory of it is that chemtrails or comtrails, which comtrails happen at an altitude between 25,000 kilometers to 40,000 kilometers in the air.
Yeah.
And that's pretty normal where you have like atmospheric pressure going between wings and then you create those, cloud looking things. But chemtrails happen at lower altitudes to where you see like a lot of cloud seeding happening.
Yeah.
And cloud seeding. What the fuck? I mean, that's not a conspiracy. That's an actual thing. We do that. Like, not even
we
the
do
United
that
States.
to create rain.
All countries do that to create rain. But the big thing is like what they put inside of the cloud seeding itself. So a lot of times it's dry ice, and other times it is. I have a note on this one.
What the hell are you talking about? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is this world? What have they done to it? What did they do to it?
As well as dry ice to create clouds. Dubai uses it a lot. Since 2010, Dubai has an increase of 15 to 30% in rainfall over, the past 13 years.
What?
From cloud seeding, and then
what the fuck?
My tinfoil hat goes off and says, what else are they putting inside of those clouds? Yeah, you could be going over a country and like just seeding it with like different chemicals. And that's exactly where a lot of my friends, or some of my friends go. Not a lot of them. I get tinfoil hatty with my one friend Justin. He's the guy that I have Into the Rabbit Hole podcast with.
I listened to a few of those.
We talk about these conspiracies. Wait, are you saying you're my part of the demographic and my analytics that is not from the United States? No way. I'm glad that you watched that video. But the big thing about chemtrailings that I've been looking into was they have been doing heavy metal materials, and then like with what happened in Maui was that there was a lot of witness cases of heavy hazes prior to the fires. Now you can point to El Nino for like high winds and things like that, but there were reports of like very big cloud hazes, and then their infrastructure system on their electrical grid was really bad. So you saw a lot of, electrical poles like just flailing in the wind and then arcing out and causing, field fires, which just then combined with the wind, like lit it up like a bonfire with a blower onto it.
Yeah.
And then you look at the picture of the aftermath, and it does, to me, it does kind of look like it got hit with something other than just a fire. It does. It looks like it got something went kablooey. Now, what's the purpose of that? If that is the case, like I said, this tinfoil hattie, I don't know. But it does look that type of way. Now, there are some reports where it looks like that there was some flashes of lights that were not from electrical wires and not from any storms. Like there's Doppler radar that shows straight beam lines going towards the island. Now, is that directed energy weapons on purpose? Like I said, this is deep down the rabbit hole. I don't know.
I mean, it looks like that place got pretty messed up, honestly.
That place got devastated. And it's very unfortunate for the people that are a part of that and what happened there. Now, the question is who's responsible for getting that out of hand? Because that's something that should not have happened. And if it was the the rock that started the landslide, or whatever reference you want to be for like a pebble starting a avalanche. Who's the one that threw the pebble? How did this get that bad?
Yeah. That's right.
Because, I mean, it's just obviously it's horrible, and there's still thousands of people missing there in that area. It's like, I mean, you're talking about children being missing.
Yeah.
I've even heard the theories of like the children that are missing or getting part of being abducted by people and used for trafficking. I'm like, all right, listen, it's a little bit too far for me. I can go really down the rabbit hole, but
You sure
that one
about
I kind of draw the line. Listen,
You
I'm
sure
not going to
about
start a
that?
fire on an
You sure
island just to
about
get children for sex trafficking. Okay?
Yes!
Yeah, those are,
They just take the kids whether they want or not.
oh yeah, there's a
They
big one.
wouldn't start a fight for the home.
No, there's a big one that got busted here in Michigan and Flint, where there's like 100 and some odd underage children that were getting like I think they went from Mexico to a different state, and then they were getting trafficked out here in Michigan. They were getting distributed, and then they got busted here in Michigan for trafficking. And it was like, a couple hundred kids. And I'm like, dear Lord.
Yeah.
You gotta be a special type of fucking scum to do that.
I just don't know why you'd want to do that sort of thing. I don't understand the interest.
Well, that's the whole thing behind Jeffrey Epstein
Yeah.
and his sex island. Hey, did you know that island's for
Yeah.
sale?
Oh, I have heard that, yeah.
It's like $80 million.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just pocket change. You know what I'm saying?
Buy it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm signing the paperwork right now. Yeah, dude, that's one of the craziest things. Like that whole fucking story, where he allegedly killed himself inside of a prison cell in solitary, where he's not allowed to have anything, and the cameras just went out.
Yeah. Happened to go out at the right time, and no one could see anything.
Yeah, weird, and it's still
The guards didn't see anything.
yeah. What? And
Yeah.
we still don't have the flight log. Who went to that island? Nobody knows.
What the hell are you talking about?
Guys on an airplane that crashes in the Appalachian Mountains. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, they have the flight log, but they don't release it. They have not released it. Think about that.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that go around like that just don't make sense. Especially when the FBI get involved, or whatever you want to call it.
Globalists.
I'm not making myself.
Yeah,
Globalist
I don't
narrative
give
with
a
fucking
fuck.
Klaus Schwab and the Davos group. And the what is that? The what are they called? I don't know. It's called globalist narrative. The people that are famous for saying, the Davos group is just famous for saying that you will own nothing, you'll have nothing, and you'll be happy.
That idea is literally the greatest idea I have ever heard in my life. That idea is terrible.
What?
this is one way to look at it, I guess. Just be a minimalist, and you don't have to stress too much about money or.
Oh no, it ain't that. It's total control.
Okay, alright.
Oh yeah, it's the World Economic Forum. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, welcome to 2030. I own nothing. I have no privacy. And life has never been better.
Alright, I misunderstood what you said, sorry.
Yeah, that's from Forbes magazine. Article from the World Economic Forum in 2016.